With the NFL schedule set to release tomorrow, we have some current intel on the San Francisco 49ers upcoming 2025 regular season schedule. Now, there's been a lot of conversation about potential overseas games when we've seen what teams have been scheduled to go play overseas. Obviously, the 49ers play a couple of them. So there was definitely a chance, but it has been reported that the San Francisco 49ers have avoided playing any overseas games. They will not be traveling to Germany. I think there's games in Mexico, amongst other places. I think they're going back to Brazil. So obviously the 49ers and the NFL in general are going to continue to try to push these international games. And the 49ers being one of the biggest international brands, I think, in all of sports, is surprising not to see them going anywhere. But I'm sure 49ers players and coaches aren't too mad at this situation. I think a lot of fans as well aren't mad at this because this means less travel. And I will get to, the 49ers still rank highly in that regard. And we'll get to that in a second. But I think a lot of fans understand that the less that the 49ers have to travel, especially going overseas, which if anyone's made that journey, it's quite the travel scenario that will help them stay regulated, rested, and perform the best. I mean, we talk about playing in the East Coast time zone, how challenging that can be. Think about just playing in a different on the other side of the world, right? It could definitely present some challenges. But that doesn't mean the San Francisco 49ers are safe. They will still travel the fifth most miles of any team in the NFL with 28,363 air miles traveled, at least according to this graphic put out by bookies.com. And this was also shared by Adam Schefter. So you can see right here that where the San Francisco 49ers stack, it's not surprising to see East and West Coast teams on this list. Obviously, you got both LA teams traveling a lot of miles, 37,000 for the Chargers, Rams 34, Seattle Seahawks 31. And of course, the San Francisco 49ers fall at 28, which is a little bit better than at least what those guys are traveling. And you can see all the way at the bottom, Cincinnati Bengals only traveling 8,000 miles. That's crazy. The 49ers basically traveling 20,000 more miles than the Bengals, but it is what it is. In regards to the international situation, I think it is probably a good thing for the team. Selfishly, I wanted one. I wanted to go to London or wherever. I was really kind of looking forward to there to be a chance to have an international game because I missed out on the Mexico City game from a couple years back. But I think from some of the things that we have heard, it does sound like the San Francisco 49ers could definitely be in consideration for a Mexico City game in 2026. And I think that works best for the 49ers because they're still relatively in the same time zone for the most part. Maybe they go an hour ahead, but they're just traveling south, right? So I think that is a better fit for the 49ers in regards to travel and playing in different time zones and things of that nature. So we'll find out though what the full schedule holds tomorrow. The NFL drops everyone's schedule, and then we'll be able to kind of pick apart and look at how the layout will be. I remember looking back at last season, and we saw that there was the back-to-back road games in Green Bay and in Buffalo, and we're like, oh, this is going to be a difficult stretch of the season, and it proved to be. Right, it proved to be a challenging one with the weather conditions, both in Green Bay and Buffalo being not great, and those games needing the 49ers needing to win, and they just couldn't come out on top. Obviously, at that point, they were dealing with a ton of injuries, amongst other things, and they had just fallen behind. So you can really kind of see early on when these schedules are released, kind of where the pain points are in the particular schedule. Back to back road games, always going to be one. East Coast games, East Coast games in the winter, because that affects obviously the conditions in which they will be playing in. So those are going to be all the things that we are going to be looking for. We already know that the 49ers have the easiest schedule or strength of schedule in the NFL. So they've got that going for them, but we will see if the 49ers will be able to take advantage of that. And hey, can the 49ers get back to the playoffs? We'll find out when we see that schedule. Let me know what you guys think about the 49ers not playing any international games and about the miles that they have to travel this year. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.